Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing very well. Welcome to this edition of discussion on the Indian Express dated 8th of March 2023. So let us see some of the key highlights from yesterday's newspaper. Now on page number 1, 2 and 8, you'll find articles relating to GS3 defense sector. The first article is headlined as Group Captain Shaliza Dhami, first IAF woman officer to head a frontline unit. So she will be the first woman officer in the IAF to command a missile squadron in the western sector that is facing Pakistan. Now the second article is headlined as From Siachen to Sudan. Women army officers prove no mission is impossible. From these articles you have to know about the first command appointment of a woman officer in the Indian Air Force and also what is women's role in the India's defense forces. Now moving on to our next article from GS2 governance sector on page number 1 and 2. The article is headlined as Government plans to ease norms for cross-border flow of data. From this article you have to know what are the current provision on cross-border data flows and also know about the key highlights of the draft data protection bill. Alright, moving further on page number 6 from GS2 governance sector, the article says NAC accreditation assessment process is transparent and can't be compromised. From this article you have to know what are the functions of the National Assessment and Accreditation Council, that is the NAC. Moving on page number 12 from GS2 international relations, the article is headlined as Beyond Curry and Cricket. Australian PM Anthony Albanese's visit to India signals strengthened bilateral relations. From this article, you have to know about the bilateral relations between India and Australia. Moving on page number 12, from GS3 Science and Technology, the article is headlined as Preparing for 5G. In this article, you have to know what are the privacy concerns we must prepare for with the arrival of 5G and also what is the role of service providers. Moving further on page number 13 from Social Issues GS1, the article says Let's walk together. Now this article is relating to the issues with the differently abled community in India. So you have to know about the issues relating to them and also know about the government schemes for the community. Moving on from page number 14 GS2, again from international relations, the article is headlined as Kin warns US over distorted view on China. Now from this article you have to know about the Indo-Pacific strategy of USA and also know about the Quad grouping and its members and also what are the recent conflicts between USA and China and India's role in the issue. Moving further on page number 18 from GS2 governance sector, the article is headlined as Bhang and the tradition of its consumption on Holi. So from this article you have to know what is Bhang and also why is it consumed on Holi and is Bhang legal in India. Moving on page number 18 itself from GS3 environment, the article is headlined as Meeting India's carbon sink target. From this article you have to know what is India's commitment of increasing its carbon sink, ways to achieving it and also the issues thereof and what can be the possible scenario ahead. With this, let's come to the final article of the day on page number 18 from GS2 Indian Polity. The article says Property tax in Jammu and Kashmir, why it has been proposed and how it will work. From this article you have to know first of all what is the property tax, who pay the tax and what is the rationale for imposing the property tax. Alright, so with this we call it a wrap of this edition of Headlines of the Day, the Indian Express. I hope you liked the video. I will see you with some other video. Till then, take care and do stay tuned.